All right, class. Now that we're finished with our activity, I want to meet together again here, and we're going to talk about something called a chain of events. Now, if you look here on my screen, you'll see here a chain of events, and it's different from what the story was from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. This is a different chain of events because this is the one that I wrote. Each of us will write our own story with the same idea of the chain of events. So let's look here at mine. We're going to read my story together in just a minute. So here is my chain of events. You can predict how these relate, okay? So first there's a peanut, then water, then bathroom, toilet, tools, fix everything, shower, towels, more towels, blow dryer, and a peanut. Okay, so this might be a little bit easier than the other story, but anyway, we'll get into that. So when you write your story for homework tonight, it might be a good idea to write out this chain of events before your story. But whatever's easier for you. I do want to see a chain of events in your project though. Okay, so I'm going to read through my story here. I hope you enjoy. Let me pull it up here. Okay, If You Give an Elephant a Peanut by Wendy Lisama. That's me. Okay, here is a peanut. Okay, ready for my story. Listen carefully. One day I had my friend Elephant at my house. Elephant got very hungry, so I offered her a peanut. Well, she was very thankful I gave her a peanut. However, she became thirsty, so I offered her a glass of water. Oh, she drank it so quickly I knew she wanted another glass of water, so I gave her more. Before we knew it, she had to go to the bathroom. So I showed her our toilet, gave her her privacy, and she broke my toilet. Apparently, elephants are too big for a human toilet. This is what my toilet looked like. Well, she felt horrible. She wanted to fix it for me. So she asked for tools. I gave her our tools and said, fine, that's no problem. She went to fix my toilet, but she still felt bad. So she wanted to fix everything in my house, even things I didn't know were broken. Well, after fixing everything in my house, she felt very, tired. She was sweaty, she got wet from this pipe, so she asked to take a shower. So she took a shower. But after you take a shower, you need to dry off with towels. Well, an elephant is very big, so she needed lots of towels. I had to go get her more towels. Well, she's a girl, so she needed to use my blow dryer next and dry her hair that I didn't know elephants had. And then she, after all of this, her energy was low, so she needed to eat and she wanted a peanut. Okay, that's the end of my story. So here I come to our chain of events, and you can see it starts with a peanut and ends with a peanut. That's what I want your story to be, okay? I want your story to begin with something that it will also end with. So that's why it's a chain. It just goes in this cycle, okay? Now, you can kind of see that mine are all related in some way, right? That's something that I want to see in your chain of events in your story. Now, let's talk about how I presented this. I have a Mac, so I used the PowerPoint presentation version of the Mac. So I pulled up all these slides here, and I just simply put a picture on each slide. You are welcome to do this. Just remember you are telling your story as you show pictures. So You can have your story on a paper and you can read it, or you can memorize it and just tell it from memory in class with these pictures. You are welcome to write the story down under the picture and we can read along. I would be totally fine with that option as well. I would just really prefer if your slide PowerPoint presentation had at least 10 pictures. You're welcome to have more. Remember, this is a fun activity, so be free. Feel like you can, make this fun, make it a funny story, an unpredictable story. Put some extra time into it. Excuse me. So, I'm looking for a title. If you give a or an, you can change this animal to any character you want, okay? And then if you give them a whatever noun you want, it can be food, it could be an object like a cell phone, or really anything, okay? So that's where you get to be creative. Include pictures. Like I said, you're welcome to tell the story or write it down and read along with us, whatever you wish. And then at the end, include your chain of events that we can review together, okay? Main key for these is, the first and last need to be the same, okay? Now, I'll take questions in just a minute. But I just want to remind you that you're welcome to use any sort of presentation material that you wish. You can use Prezi, you can use what I've done here with PowerPoint. You're welcome to use really any sort of presentation material you wish. I would be fine if you brought in a poster with big pictures, okay? Don't bring in little index card size pictures. The class can't see that. So I would, prefer if you use something we can use on the projecting screen here in class. We have this cord we can connect the computer to the screen, so that's an option. Okay, let's take questions, and then I want you to start brainstorming what you are going to do. So let's go ahead and good luck, and yeah, I'll take your questions now.